call it my runner get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blow the whole budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee-deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life in like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing, Jones. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Yeah, we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Going long here for Wallace. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Herbert now. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second and 10.
To throw again, Jones. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
46-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff looking right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Jones throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
On 2nd and 7, Jones, his throw caught at about the 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively,
and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Herbert. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Marcus May with a pick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Gay's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Jones.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 31, Jones. Flushed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game.
Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. Flush to his right.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And down inside the 15 he goes. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Dobbins. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Chargers 31, Ravens 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times, and now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Completes to Njoku.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Jones.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Here's Jones. The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
To throw is Jones.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now Jones.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because